Welcome to Expert Viewpoints, the cybersecurity field. In this video, experts and seasoned professionals will share with you the best part of working in the cybersecurity field.
So security, why security? It's a very important part of the world currently, and it's, for me, a very different way of thinking and making customers happy. So if you look at security, from my point of view, first of all, we have more and more data. We have more and more personal data flying around the world, and more data from all companies going out, and communication is getting bigger. So the need for security in that story is getting bigger and bigger. Being able to help the customers with those complex situations, with those complex frames, is for me a lot of value. Being able to talk to them, to explain them how they should approach, what is the best implementation, and getting them out of that stress situation, let's say, because that's what it often is, brings for me a lot of value and joy. What is so different in security? Well, it's the way of thinking around the problem. It's not only how can we do this fast and with the least cost, and how can we do this in the most easy way. No, it's much more often how can we do this in the best way? How can we really make sure we're securing this client and protecting their business? Because in the end, that's what we're doing. By protecting their data and their communication and their customers, we're protecting their business. As we all know, they're often getting breaches in the news, and most of these companies, well, every company wants to avoid it, of course. So that's why we're there. And yeah, that's why I find it such an exciting organization, such an exciting technology. It's like we really work to avoid all those risks, and our team is really trained to do that. So that's why I like it so much.
The cybersecurity field is a great field to work in because it is becoming a bigger industry every year. Cybersecurity professionals are in high demand, and there are endless different jobs and opportunities to choose from. Companies in every industry need cybersecurity experts and software to help protect them from cybersecurity attacks and to help protect their data and their systems. It's also a very interesting field to work in, as there's always something new to learn, there's always new challenges. Every year there's new threats, and with that comes new approaches and new technologies to combat these threats.
I have always been intrigued by mystery and adventure novels and movies, and the cybersecurity field is basically like a real-life mystery and adventure, complete with the bad guys and the good guys even. The field changes basically every day, and as technology evolves, so do the attack methods. And in turn, so do the tools of the trade. So, I mean, you get to work with some pretty cool defensive and investigative tools, and the job just never gets dull because you have to always be on your toes.
The best thing about working in cybersecurity for me is that it always changes. It is a pathway, I think, to constantly learn, to constantly evolve, to constantly be reactive. I look at other career choices that people have made in different sectors, financial sectors. I always feel they're a little bit more slow moving. I think cybersecurity is one of those areas that is so exciting. It's just challenging, and it keeps you feeling young inside of the industry, which I think is just a fantastic asset.
I think cybersecurity is a fascinating field to work in. That's because it really sits at the confluence of a lot of different areas. For instance, there's technology, there's business, there's the academic side, there's the governmental side and regulatory side, there's psychology, there's sociology. There's all of these different aspects. There are not too many areas that are more interdisciplinary than cybersecurity. It literally touches all aspects of our lives. Even people who don't have computers are still affected by all of these things. So I like the fact that I get to look into a lot of different areas and bring all of these things together and do stuff that really helps protect people and make the world a better place in the long term, by protecting it from the bad guys.
Best part, if you ask me, it's the pride that we have for securing people. And that's what keeps me going, because when I was not in security, I used to believe that anybody can be hacked. But now I am a part of a team which prevent that. And nowadays, as everybody uses like devices, like mobile devices and laptops, which are connected to internet, the hacking is more common than before. I always say if somebody like to join, the best motivation factor is money. Second is self-satisfaction because you're preventing something. It's like you are like firefighters. In case something bad happened, you're there to prevent it or there to fix it. And you're like a police, you are preventing stuff. So it's overall super cool job. The best part is you keep updating yourself. You can't let go. You have to keep yourself educated all the time, and you have to keep growing with the industry because new technology are coming up, new attacks are coming up. So you have to be pretty focused and keep learning.